two court rulings dealt a blow to the U.S. state of Arkansas in its attempt to put to death 7 inmates within days. The first, on Wednesday evening, halted the execution due the following day of Stacy Johnson so he could make fresh DNA claims to prove his innocence. Moments later, a district judge blocked the use of one of the lethal injection drugs, halting all 7 executions. The pace of executions, originally 8 in 11 days, has prompted criticism from rights groups. Johnson was convicted of the murder of Carol Heath, who was beaten and had her throat slit in her flat in 1993. Her 2 young children were at home at the time. What did the 2 rulings say? He was one of 2 inmates due to be put to death on Thursday, but the Arkansas Supreme Court granted his request for a stay. Johnson will now have the chance to make his case in a lower court for further DNA testing. The second ruling, by Pulaski County Circuit Judge Alice Gray, has wider impact because it affects all 7 inmates. She backed a lawsuit by drugs company McKesson, the supplier of the muscle relaxant vecuronium bromide. The company argued that it had been sold to the prison system on the understanding it would be used solely for medical purposes. What has the response been? Rights group Reprieve lauded the county court's ruling, saying Arkansas obtained the drug through deception. It said this was the first time in U.S. legal history that a private company had brought direct legal action to prevent the misuse of medicines in executions. In an email to the BBC, the Arkansas Attorney General's office said it would appeal against the ruling. Like many U.S. states, Arkansas has struggled to find the drugs it needs to carry out executions. Its last was in 2005. What this means, Aileen McBool, BBC News. The frenetic filing of lawsuits and appeals in Arkansas has a profound impact on those awaiting execution, on their families and on the relatives of their victims. The widower of one victim told me that if he had been told from the beginning that his wife's killer would be in prison for life without parole, he might have been able to move on. But, he said, to have the prospect of the man's execution arise and disappear over the years means reliving the hurt of the murder itself.